Hello, everybody. It's me, Joshua Harrell, and
Jason Block. How you doing?
welcome to Travel Quest Network's weekly Chatter Live, where we guarantee to be live. Not everything may work as it should, but
You never know.
and and if you guys have ever paid attention to this lava lamp behind us, it just does not. I try to warm that. It's 2 hours. It's been on for 2 hours.
2 hours.
It's still not. It's trying. So I think this is like an authentic 1970s lava lamp.
Those things are dangerous.
Right? It's a fire hazard. The building will be. It will be contacting us anyway. Welcome to the weekly Chatter Live. Thank you so much for joining us live or on demand wherever you are watching us from. If you are a member of Travel Quest Network, then you are a part of the cool kids. You're a special group, but we know that
You're definitely at the cool table.
Yeah, you're at the cool table.
For sure.
And you're invited to have lunch with us. Yes. And if you are not a member of Travel Quest Network, you are so welcome, because one thing that we like to do on Fridays is just have a good time.
Yeah.
And you are more than welcome to join us and have a laugh with us with our hijinks.
I think that's what I like so much about the weekly chatters. Like all week long, it's serious business, right? But you get to Friday afternoon, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, let's just have a little fun for a little bit, not take ourselves so seriously.
Yes.
Let's just have a good time.
Yeah, and that's what we strive to do, is just have a good time. And it is the Chatter, and the Chatter is really what's going on in our members-only Facebook group. So while you can be watching this on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all over the place, where the Chatter is at is in the Travel Quest Network members-only Facebook group. So what we'd like to do in our chat is share your wins, share your challenges. Always some really cool, well, I want to say always, and then all of a sudden there'll be no wins. So I better not say that. Anyway,
Well, I'm sure there's some wins.
there's normally a lot of wins,
Yeah.
and sometimes there's some challenges,
Yeah.
and people help each other out, and that's what is extremely cool about our network. It's been a busy week this week. I know you were saying that we take ourselves seriously. I don't know that I take myself seriously all week, but I will say this
No, but
week.
it's serious business all week long.
Yes,
There's
it
a lot
is.
going on.
Yes. Make that money, right? But this week in particular has been a pretty busy week for our team. And, we did an all-call, which if you're not a member of Travel Quest Network, you don't know what that is, but that's our monthly call with all of our members. And we announced some pretty exciting news that on Monday, our WorldVia Pro CRM goes live.
Launching into the world.
Fly, butterfly, fly. So excited about that, but this week has been making sure that happens, and it looks good. Britta did a demo of it on Wednesday on the All Call, and I thought it was, if I can say a CRM is sexy, I would say that was a sexy CRM.
I agree.
And if you don't know what a CRM is, as I'm often reminded, it is a customer relationship manager. Anyway, it's a really cool new feature that is going to have its beta launch on Monday. And one of the things we were sharing with our members on the All Call is the definition of a beta. Because you think you know, but maybe you don't know. So what is a beta? Why are we calling it a beta?
Yeah, a beta is where you're opening a piece of software or anything really to a large audience, right? And most importantly, in real world conditions. So we can do all the testing in a fake testing environment with fake data and all of that, but you really don't get to put things through their real paces and get all of those different scenarios that come up until you start using it for real. And so we've gone through lots and lots of testing, but now we're getting into, okay, it's real data, let's use it for real, and away we go.
Yeah, it's exciting. Because we did the All Call from the Weekly Chatter Live set. And so we've got this monitor right here so we can see what was going on. And while Britta was doing the demo, she was doing a really quick demo of it. We've been working on it for so long.
Yeah.
To see it at that stage was like, wow. So anyway, I know you guys are excited about it, and on Monday it goes live. And you'll be able to get in there and do all sorts of things, and more to come, right?
Yeah, so you know me.
Yes.
People accuse me all the time of not stopping to celebrate things, and it's true, I don't, because we're going live on Monday, but I'm thinking about, okay, what are the 5 things that are coming after it that have been also being worked on for many months. So I'm super excited that we're getting to this live beta and have so many of you have an opportunity to use it. But I'm also thinking about what's dropping in March and in April and in May, and not to mention later on in the year. So yes, this is a huge milestone for that product and for our network. But it's the first of several mile markers, I think.
Yes.
That you'll be hopefully very happy about.
That is very true about you. I mean,
what's the saying? You don't stop to let the moss grow, or something like that.
Yeah, something. Or isn't that a Rolling Stone? I don't know.
A Rolling Stone grows no moss. I think that's it.
Yeah, but it is very exciting, and it is something that I just want to say this again because I don't think everyone. Sometimes I think people don't listen to me. I don't know if I'm ignored or I have a complex, but this is not a product that we just bought off the shelf and said, we're going to slap our logo on it. No. This has been built by hand. It's been handcrafted. I don't know. It's like an artisan, like with the blade. But
it's not a carving.
It's not a carving. No, it's not like little wooden owls that you're playing with.
A clay wheel.
Yeah. But it is something that, when we launched World Via Pro, that's our member hub. That's where you get all your news, your information, the supplier source. You get all this great information. And I think when we launched that last year, people were like, yeah, that's a massive improvement to the system we had before. Right. But it was really what we knew, the secret that we knew, is that this was the foundation of all these tools to come. So anyway, more to come, and that is no lie. I mean, seriously, like Jason was saying, month after month after month, there's updates, little updates, and then big updates. And then you learn about the really big ones at the road shows that are coming up in April.
That is right around the corner, isn't it?
I know.
Yes.
I know. It is right around the corner. Well, Jason, let's go over to the, I hope I get to use my...
Yeah, girl!
I love that.
Yeah, she's just really...
I have to stop this there.
Okay.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't want to throw off your flow. But I talked to somebody today, or this week, that I had just kind of met, right? They don't work with us. They're not even part of the travel industry.
Okay.
Somehow she stumbled upon the Weekly Chatter And she's telling me about how we turned her on to the White Lotus. She'd watched the last couple episodes, right? And she's telling me that she loves the Yeah Girl. So
Yeah, girl.
yeah. Anyway, so more Yeah Girl.
I love
Donna,
it.
if you're watching, you more Yeah Girl.
Donna, there
Yeah, girl.
just for you. And as you guys, that tune in regularly, you know that I just updated some sounds, and that one was called British Yeah Girl. That was, and I said, what is that? I love all things British, and Yeah Girl, I think I could incorporate that. All right, let's go over to the chat and see what's going on. I see you're already there. Do you want to,
I'm trying to.
why don't you do that?
I'm trying to make it work. And
Okay,
it's
so it's not working.
cooperating.
Okay. Well, now you jinxed me too. So let's see here. All right. Cynthia from Birmingham is watching. Great to see you, Cynthia. Cynthia's given us a win for the week. She says wins for the week.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
My small group cruise to the Med wants to book 40,000 and quoted a group of 12 to Puerto Rico, 13,000.
Yeah, girl.
Way to go, Cynthia.
I love it.
And Cynthia loves her cruising, so I'm so excited for you. And guys, I do have to apologize. There was a little bit of a meltdown with many of our systems in the studio, and one in particular that really annoyed me is I can't bring Velma in to the show. And Velma comes in with all the sales, and she had some really good stories. So now, she has to have
Maybe.
Huh?
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Can we do like a 2 for next week?
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Double up?
Yeah, she's just gonna take over the whole other half of the show. So Velma, I'm sure you're watching because I know you were waiting, standing by to get in. And I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, but anyway, so just know that Velma would be here, but something's going on. I think there's something in the water. I don't know, in the air. Debbie is joining us. Happy Friday from a beautiful sunny day in Sequim, Washington.
Ooh.
Oh, Velma's given us all the hearts. So even though I'm sure she got out the lipstick and she was ready to go and then got that message at the last minute, she is still loving us. So thank you, Velma. Alan is joining us. Always good to see Alan too. Happy Friday. Been a busy month. On board the Disney Wish. That's very cool.
Yep.
A Florida golf trip.
Nice.
The wife is at Princess Half Marathon weekend, and I'm about to book a huge Scotland trip for some clients.
Nice.
Okay, did you have time to breathe this week, Alan? Alan, I'm assuming Princess Half Marathon weekend is Run Disney. I mean, I feel like Princess... I don't know. I don't know that Atlanta has a Princess Run Marathon.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Okay. Alan, I'm thinking that's probably what it is, and I want to know: is your wife dressed up as a princess, and which princess is she? If you were a Disney,
That seems like it'd be an entertaining event, if that's what it is.
Oh yeah. I used to do a little bit of running. I mean, very, very slow. I run like a Muppet. I'm like this. But I was a part of the Atlanta Track Club. I loved it. But I would see like the Star Wars run that they would do at Disney, and I thought that would be fun. But I heard that you have to get up extremely early in the morning.
So were
Because
you out at that point?
yeah, I was like, that's not. Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna happen.
Were people in costume?
Yeah, they do costumes and everything, but you have to be, I think, done before the park opens. So that's why they, if you're doing like something like a half marathon. So anyway, want to know, but what Disney princess would you be if you were a Disney princess?
Merida from Brave, if I had to pick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right?
I made her scones one time.
Did you?
Yeah, they have a recipe book for Disney princesses, and
I thought you meant you made scones for her and like brought them to the park to give. I was like, that's kind of creepy, but all right, we'll go with it.
Yeah, that would have been awkward, wouldn't it? I'm sure there's probably
I've baked you some scones.
I've been waiting for you to show up. No, there was a cookbook and I made them and they were good. That's a good one. I like her. I'm kind of Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. I know I can't say her name, but I don't know. I go old school. Teresa is joining us. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Erica, our new education manager, who was sitting where you were sitting a few weeks ago, she is excited to potentially see Debbie at the Seattle Roadshow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got those roadshows coming up, guys. Some of them have sold out, but you can go
What's
to.
left?
Well, I didn't write all of them down,
Oh
but I know Seattle still has space.
Yes, it does.
That's where I was going. Seattle and Orlando and Atlanta, I think, have spaces. But get on the wait list for sure, because you never know if someone
Yep.
cancels. Go to travelquestnetwork.com/roadshow, and you can get to the whole schedule and get on the wait list, or go ahead and register. Please do that as soon as you can. And we're
Coming up soon.
yeah, it's coming up soon.
Like
We're
what,
hitting the
6
road.
weeks? 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Yeah,
Till we
like
kick that
that.
off?
Yeah. And what was your favorite part of the road shows?
Oh, just hanging out with people. I mean, I enjoy talking about, different things going on in our business and kind of, what's happening across the network and all that. But for me personally, just hanging out, spending time in, getting to know people during the cocktail hour. In some case, connecting people with supplier partners who are there.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, you need to talk to so-and-so.
Right.
Like those are, or to other members, right? You need to talk to so-and-so, and because they've experienced something similar, or they'll be able to help you. So that's the most fun for me.
Yeah, and you don't know that's like we always talk about how you can connect with your fellow members,
Yeah.
local markets. People are like, yeah, that sounds nice, but it's moments just like that where we've been talking to our members and our partners, so we know the stories, and then all of a sudden we hear that connection. It's almost like a matchmaker.
Yeah.
Matchmaker.
Yeah. And Joshua, I talk a lot about niches, right?
Yeah.
And I would say at every single road show, I have, spoken with some of our members who are in niches that I would not have guessed, or they're doing it in a way that I think is really cool. So that's always fun for me personally, is to see, okay, here it never amazes me. There's always a new way to attack this industry, even though it is well established, right? And so every year, new entrants are coming in, and they're putting their own special, pixie dust, as you might call it, right, onto what they're doing, and it's just, I find it so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what do we kind of preach that all the time. It's there's only one you in the galaxy. So whatever you infuse into your business automatically makes it unique. So even if it's similar
Right.
to something else, it's still you are what makes it different. And it's just random takes, little pixie dust here and there. But if you are not familiar with our roadshows, it's a full day event that we do. We just started them last year, moving around the country. This year we're doing Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Orlando, Minneapolis, Seattle, Dallas, Houston. So we're getting all around, we're doing it like rock and roll, like Motley Crue style. We're gonna, so we are going all around really quick, and then it will culminate in our first ever Core Summit.
Yeah.
And the Core Summit is May 7th. It is on a Sunday, and it's just before the Travel Leaders Edge conference at the Gaylord in Nashville. And I'm happy and shocked. I'm just kind of overwhelmed that it went on sale on Wednesday and sold out in 24 hours. Again, get on the wait list. You can find it in WorldVia Pro. If you go to events and look for May 7th, you will see the Core Summit. Please get on the wait list because you never know. But I'm blown away. This is going to be a roll up your sleeve event where we are going to go into building your sales plan, and then on the flip side of that, developing the marketing plan to execute that. So you will leave with this, like you are going to leave with this. And some of our partners are going to help. They're going to be co-instructors on this. And the real, just like you said, the cocktail party. the last 2 years we've done a cocktail party just before Edge, and you just get
It's the party not to be missed, right?
it's the party not to be missed. And it's a great time because so many of our travel partners bring multiple team members in. So they all get an invitation to come to the cocktail party.
So it's a great opportunity if you are going to Edge or if you're attending Core Summit to network with those supplier partners outside of a trade show and actually start to build a relationship with them.
Yeah. And relationships make a difference.
Absolutely.
Huge. Yeah. And I love because if you've not been to the Travel Leaders Edge conference, there's a lot going on. There's lots of events. Everybody's kind of moving. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And when we first started doing the cocktail party before Edge, people said, our supplier partners, and we loved them, but they were like, oh, bless your heart, we'll try to swing by. We're going to just do a drive-by. And then they closed the joint. Like, that's the way Travel Quest does a cocktail party. So
it'll be a good time.
It will be a good time. So hope to see you there. Again, if you did not get in, please get on the wait list. Things happen, people have to cancel, but we are trying to keep it a smaller group because this is not just, here's a presentation of ideas and then you go home and do it.
Yeah.
It's, you will leave with your plan in hand, and that means that if you are going to the Edge conference, you've got a strategy for how you're going to work that conference and beyond. So very, very exciting.
And I would say if you have not registered for Edge, it's on a wait list, but put yourself on the wait list. Spaces may open as well. So
Yes. And that is very, very true. I've, with different events, have seen people, if something comes up, they pull out, just, if you are on the wait list, they are working on it. I think in the next couple of weeks, they're going to be evaluating, there'll be maybe some spots.
Okay.
I don't know. So, Aurelia, who runs our member success team, she said, how have I missed this music? I love it. So that must have been the intro music. Really? I picked that specifically for you. How did you miss it? Daniela said, happy Friday, everyone. Who is going to the roadshow in Atlanta? I'd love to meet you.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Yes.
And hopefully many of you will be there too.
Yes. I haven't.
It'd be fun.
You've never been to the hotel where we're doing it at, so we made a point. Our Angela, she made sure that we had some really cool hotels that we were going to.
Nice.
And this one is going to be really, really cool. Very different from your traditional
I'm
hotel.
intrigued.
You are intrigued. It's not a secret. You could go and look it up, and I probably have it on your
And
calendar.
drop
But I drive by it every day.
Okay.
All right, Kara said, "Happy Friday, everyone, from the carpool lane."
Yeah.
I love our people. We should have the carpool lane
It's like
club.
a carpool club. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Luann, it just moved. I don't know what it just moved. We've been talking so much that I don't know what it just moved. Oh.
Oh, the lava
Yeah.
lamp.
Yeah. Luann, I'm so glad that you called it out because right when I said, oh, it's awful, then it just
It
started
started
kicking
moving.
off. Yep. Thank you, Luann. I love that she saw it. Oh, our Wendy. Happy Friday, friends. Wendy in Atlanta. And Relia said the lamp just moved.
Oh, we are way behind here. We gotta.
Yeah. All right. Erica, hello, Travel Quest Nation. Good to see you. Misty, happy Friday. My win. I booked my 8th cabin in my very first cruise group. Yay. Thank you, Velma, for holding my hand and encouraging me through this process.
I love that.
And
That just made my day.
What's
I love all the wins, but I love that you took that step. I love that you reached out to Velma to have her help you with that. That is what we're trying to see more and more of. So congratulations to you. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And if you don't know Velma, like you're just watching this and you're like, who is this Velma woman? She's not able to get in on the call. I mean, it's a big deal. Velma is just amazing. Everyone, hands down, will tell you that. But she is so passionate about you guys growing your business, and in groups in particular, that is such a huge opportunity. So she has a passion for it, and a passion for you guys. And right now, she has been pushing hard. She's reaching out to y'all. And if you haven't reached out to her, she's reaching out to you. But if you do want to reach out to her, just email Tollison, 2 L's, S-O-N, at travelquestnetwork.com, or you can reach out to our member success team and agency services, and they will connect you up with Velma. But
Don't wait for her to call you, but she is doing some outreach.
Yes.
But don't wait. If you want to get connected,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It made it sound like that Velma was gonna be. She's got the phone. You like how I'm doing the old rotary phone?
Yeah.
Like that. She doesn't have a rotary phone. We upgraded her from that. No, yes, please reach out to her. And Velma has been a part of our pro coaching program, so she's not only someone who is an expert at being a travel professional. She's been a travel professional for a very, very long time. I can't remember. She has a number of how many passengers she's like or travelers she's. But it's enormous, the number.
Yeah, I bet that's a pretty big number.
Yeah. But not only that, she is somebody that really helps get down to the core of maybe some of your own blockers, like some mental blockers. So she's some of our enterprise accounts count on her counsel on a regular basis. I mean, it's just I count on it. So anyway, reach out to Velma, and next week I promise she'll be here. I'm not sure why I couldn't get her in. It was absolutely my fault. And our Bonnie Lee, founder of Travel Quest Network, it was letting Daniela know, who was asking about Atlanta.
Yeah.
She said Walt Lee, and I will be there. So Bonnie.
That means a yeah, girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, girl.
I forgot my sound effects here. So we got all of our travel schedules sorted out. So Walt and Bonnie are going to be at every single road show with us, and you and I are going to be there, and Angela and Jesse and Erica. We got the whole gang. Well, not the whole gang, but we got a lot of the gang. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So yes, thank you for tuning in, Bonnie. You know, you never know if she's like growing butterflies. That is definitely a thing. All right. Okay. So Bill is coming at us with another national holiday.
Okay.
He's now taking this as his thing.
Last week was a random act of kindness, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I told you about my Taco Bell thing.
So what do we got this week?
Well, this is great. So Bill is sharing that today's holiday is National Tortilla Chip Day.
I love it.
Where's the nearest Mexican restaurant? I love it. I like that. National Tortilla Chip Day. I want to know who gets to pick the days. I don't know. All right. Lisa said, "Happy Friday, Travel Quest friends. Good to see you." Hold on a second. And Angela, our Angela is wanting a recipe for tortillas, tortilla chips.
This falls to me in the category of: are there not enough places where you can buy reasonably priced tortilla chips? Like even fresh made ones, if that's your thing.
But see,
to make them, that sounds like a lot of effort, no?
It does, but knowing
that much better.
Knowing our Angela, she is about to go to Puerto Vallarta, and I think she wants to get in the mood. She wants to make it. Yeah, she wants to make it.
I can buy that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Our Amy said, "Happy Friday when clients return from a 22-day UK trip and finalized a couple of bookings." Nice. So a busy little entrepreneur there.
Yeah, girl.
I got the sound effects. I'm not using them. All right. Let's see. Kara said, "When I had a nice mentoring chat with an agent I admire who gave me some great email marketing ideas. Yesterday, I sat down and pumped out 4 templates to make it easier to be more consistent with my ideas."
Ooh.
Sometimes it just takes a little inspiration, right?
Very nice. Love that.
Yeah, get it done. Stacy said, "My win, I booked 12 cabins so far in my Princess group for 2024.
Yes.
Very good. And she's getting a lot of attention for that. Hey, while we're at it, show some emotion, guys. Like, make us. The fact that Velma's not on the show doesn't mean that you can't like give us love. All right, I'm gonna stop that. That's gonna make everybody dizzy. Let's see. Luann, not only did she notice the bubble moving on the lava lamp, win a 21,000 7-day only cruise booking. Yeah.
I can't whistle, but yeah, there we go. That's
There you go.
Love it.
And then Misty, who said that she booked her first group, she was just chiming in on Stacy with her 12 cabins, saying, "Good job. That's my next step." She said, "I got one group done. I'm going to keep on going."
And just to give you a tease, since Velma's not here, I know some of the top performers this week were definitely in that group cruise space, and she'll be talking more about that next week when she's able to join us. But there is money in them there hills, folks.
Yes. Money in them there hills. It's a.
That was my best Texas. Velma saying.
Do you know they call her Tyler Rose because Tyler, Texas, is the rose capital of the world?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Tyler, Texas is the rose capital of the world? Did he say that right?
Velma,
am I hearing that right?
Velma, you might want to fact check me. I need to get checked on that one.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Wow. Now that I said it, I'm kind of thinking. I'm
Once you
kind
said
of.
it out loud,
I'm kind
you're
of
like,
doubting it. I just kind of feel like that's kind of right. Maybe it's the rose capital of the United States. Maybe. English roses. I feel like they might. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right.
Possible.
Ellen said, booked 2 Alaska cruises for my Margarita on Me night. Remember, she was talking about that a few weeks ago. That is awesome. 2 Alaska cruises. What's that roughly?
Depends.
It does depend. But she just bought them 1 margarita each. But you were telling her.
I'd say that's pretty high ROI then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Way to go. That's fantastic. So I call her Texas Rebecca because we have Aloha Rebecca.
Right.
Texas Rebecca said, "Hi everyone, I'm joining live from Virgin Voyages."
Ooh, nice.
How many times have we talked about Virgin Voyages in the last 2 months?
It seems like a lot.
Yes. Well, loving this experience. My win, I booked a wedding group in October. The mom of the bride just emailed TravelQuest and is now signing up.
Oh, cool.
And one of her sub-agents is doing great. So she's got she's cruising, she's booking weddings, and she's introducing people to the travel
She's
industry.
got the trifecta.
Yeah, thank you for that. I love it. Thank you. All right, and Terry, our Terry, he's in Texas too. What is Texas? I mean,
Texas is a state.
well, yes,
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, go.
It is a state, but I'm just saying we got a lot of Texas action going on. Although Texas Rebecca is technically not in Texas right now, she is on Virgin, and our Terry, who is in Texas, said the food is great on Virgin, and you and I have not done Virgin yet.
Nope.
So we're gonna take their word for it. But everybody, including Wendy, just down the street, says that it's well worth the hype, right? Let's see here. Kara on for the margarita night. She wanted to know what you do in the margarita on me night. So outside of buying margaritas, it was Ellen, right? Yes, it was Ellen. So Ellen, what do you do?
How did you structure that?
Yeah, how did you structure it? Because I don't think that Kara will just put on Facebook, "I'll buy you a margarita, come visit me at the bar."
That might not be it.
Yeah.
Just line up the tequila shots, right? Step on up.
Yeah. That is so not Kara's style too. So I love that she's the one that's asking. All right, so Bill, this is a CRM question for the WorldVia Pro CRM that's launching. He said, during the demo, I noticed there is no longer a supplier tab. supplier
Oh,
source
yes,
tab.
yes.
Where is that moving to? Inquiring minds want to know.
Great question, Bill. That is moving to the Learn tab. And at first, you might say, well, why not the Book tab? And the reason for that is the Learn tab, as it evolves, and there's more and more courses that will be going there, but there's also some other information that we'll be putting into the Learn tab. And really, the Learn tab is about any time that you want to know something or you have a question about something. And typically, when you're going to the supplier source, it's because you want to know something. So that's why it's going to the Learn tab. And the Book tab we're reserving for some other things. So the supplier source is there. We have, well, I'm not going to get into where the supplier source, what's happening with the supplier source, but it is there, and it's just as it is today, and I can't help myself sometimes.
I know, I know. That's why
It
I'm
is-
not allowed to have state secrets.
It is in the Learn tab, or it will be on Monday.
Yeah.
But
so
very
it is.
astute observation, Bill.
Yeah, I like that. He was like, and that was a fast
Like,
demo that
wait
she
a
did.
minute.
You're like, what is this tomfoolery? Where is it gonna go? Yeah, it is not going anywhere other than just having a new home and lots going on. I mean, yes, we're talking about the CRM. We're talking about different capabilities that will be expanding within the CRM, but really in WorldVia Pro. Over this next year, you're going to see a lot more depth in lots of different areas, and taking a lot of feedback from you. I know Angela's probably saying that right now because she's been collecting feedback along with Britta, and she's like, please make sure everybody knows that we are hearing you.
And keep it coming, folks. I mean, a lot of the things, if we look at our roadmap for the rest of this year, CRM's a big piece of that, and things built on top of it. But even suggestions for how we have things in your account profile, what features the supplier source has, how we structure our events, and that kind of thing. A lot of those things are being incorporated into not only this release, but then planned releases for the rest of this year. So keep those suggestions coming. And at the end of the day, again, that is a platform and hub for you to build and run your business.
Right.
And it's crucial that we get constant feedback back on that. So my phone's blowing up there.
I know everything is vibrating right now, so I'm like just. But
yeah, keep the feedback coming.
Yeah, and sometimes if it might sometimes little things that seem to be quick fixes or easy to do, they're not really. So I mean, I've seen one suggestion in particular. I've seen it on the list. It gets talked about on a regular basis, but it's just something that will take a little bit more time. Yeah. So again, keep the feedback coming.
Don't lose heart if you don't see it right away or think we're not listening. We are.
Yes. Unless you want the whole page to be chartreuse, that is just completely out of the question. That is where.
So the line is drawn.
Yeah, the line is drawn there. It's just not going to happen. So Kara, jumping on to what Texas Rebecca said about being on Virgin Voyages, Kara and Katie are going on Virgin Voyages next week.
Oh, cool.
So what is this? Travel Quest Network all on the Virgin Voyages.
Takeover.
I'm going to call John over at Virgin Voyages and say, okay, make sure you hook them up with, I bet they do more than strawberries. I just feel like they would do more than strawberries. I don't know what it would be, but it would be. All right, let's see. Wendy, who we know loves Virgin, she's like, I hope that you are enjoying it, Rebecca, and happy that Kara is going on the Virgin cruise. It just dawned on me. Kara's going on the Virgin Voyages she won on the Weekly Chatter Live.
No.
What an idiot I am. Is there a dumb? Yeah, like that is. I completely forgot about that. She won the contest we were running.
She sure did.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
I can't tease you because I forgot too.
Yeah. But I love how Wendy, of all people, you've got to understand, if you haven't met Wendy, we adore Wendy, and she's local to us here. And she she makes me laugh, she inspires me, and she calls me out when I mispronounce things. And the fact that she added that into, she didn't just say, I'm glad that they're going. She was like, that you won on this show. Yes, so the PSA there is, you never know when we're giving away prizes, so you might want to, tune in. I'm just saying.
From time to time.
Okay. This is Alan. And Alan was saying that about his very busy week, and is that his wife is doing the Princess Half Marathon. And get this. See, I don't know all the details on this, but this is what he's given us. He said she's doing all 3 races.
Okay.
And dressing up different each day.
Wow.
Okay, she is going to be sore.
Yeah.
That is, but okay, so he said, follow my Instagram, Joshua. I will do, make sure you drop your Instagram in the comments so everybody can see your wife's costumes. All right, let's see here. Man, we've got a lot of chatter going on. This is kind of fun, yeah. See, Velma, we're not missing you at all. I ain't missing you at all. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been singing, so
I was gonna wonder.
You were
It
worried.
has been a little while.
You were checking on me. You were like, well, "Are you feeling all right?" Let's say Teresa said, "Win for the week. I just booked my second VIP tour for Universal Studios Orlando."
Oh, cool.
Okay, have you done this before?
I actually have.
I have too.
It's awesome.
Once you go VIP, you can never
Well,
go
you can,
back.
but you can. Well, so we were there for a couple days, and one day we did the VIP tour.
Okay.
And it was epic, right?
Epic.
Right. It was like, my
Epic
kids thought I was like
universe.
the president of the United States. Like, it was that awesome. Then we went back the next day,
Okay.
and it was like, they're like, "Do you want to go on this ride that they love so much?" And like, "Oh, I don't know. It's like a 20-minute wait." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Ride the ride."
Yes. Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna say this now. Your daughters are spoiled, and
sure.
they will never. Nothing will ever be good enough because they've had a taste of the sweet life.
The VIP tour,
Yeah.
is awesome. Now, I've not been fortunate enough to do the one at Disney.
Yes.
But I can speak for the Universal one. That was pretty fantastic.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty fantastic. And from what I know, and I do not book travel, so I do not know, but the price difference between the Disney tour and the Universal, I mean, it is different. But I'm just saying, you get a personal guide that you go have breakfast with them. If you don't want them to eat with you, they don't have to. Like, you can choose. Like, no, go stand away and just watch us eat our muffins and things. But during that time, they find out, what's important to you. What do you want to see? What, in the family, especially like multi-generation families, like, what kind of pace are we looking at? What's really important?
Right.
And then they go right into figuring out a custom plan of how they're going to map out your day. They're taking you across the different parts. I mean, it's all, and you don't think about it. They just say, okay, we're going here, and you just like get on the ride, and then you move on. I mean, it just is effortless. And what I never even thought about, and I'm from Florida, you and I are both from Florida, it rains all the time.
Yeah.
And I thought she was texting a boyfriend or something, magnificent other. No, she was keeping an eye out for the weather, and she was altering the plan in real time because she knew when a ride was about to go into like stop mode or whatever. And she knew when to do a bathroom break because we were going to be over. It just was so.
Now, you know what I found to be the coolest part?
What?
I mean, yeah, getting on rides quick is great, but I don't think that it has that people think about it as an actual tour. And our guide was an actual guide. Like, so, he might take us to a ride and the kids get on, but the whole time some of us might stay off, and he's telling us about, some things behind the scenes. It was more, it was like a tour combined with just the VIP element. So that was really cool, I thought.
There's not a ride that I didn't go on, so
Well, then you missed the tour part. But I would say if you have clients who are either short on time or have the budget for it, it is a great upsell product, and they will have a great time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely for a family. I just because I was with a group of our members, and we didn't have to think about anything. We could just have a good time.
Right.
And I just think about when I go to a theme park with my family, I'm angry all the time. Like they've got to stop for the bathroom. They want a snow cone. They want popcorn. I get
Very demanding, aren't they?
I know. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, all right. So I'm glad. Congratulations on
cool.
booking the second VIP tour. Teresa did. All right. Elena said this has been a great month for us, and looking forward to me and my husband's first cruise on Princess.
Cool.
Will be the best 2-week Caribbean cruise. 2 weeks in the Caribbean.
Ooh,
That's
I'm
nice.
jealous.
Yeah. I did the Caribbean Princess, I think, and she was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was the medallion class. That was the first time they were doing the things. The things. That was good. Oh, Chris. Well, I'm going to give you
There you go.
I'll give you everything. So, guys, Chris last week shared with us that he was taking a bunch of middle schoolers or high schoolers, I can't remember, to NYC.
Yep.
He planned it, and he was chaperoning it, and he was taping the doors to make sure that nobody was sneaking out.
How'd it go?
And he said he survived.
All right.
Exclamation point. Way to go.
Excellent.
Yes. And Stacy said, come on, Seattle. So Stacy has been with Travel Quest Network for quite a while, and her voice has been in my ear and probably yours saying, when are you coming to Seattle?
She has not been shy about asking.
Not been shy. Yeah. Stacy is not shy. She is.
We love you, Stacy.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, go.
So we cannot wait to see you, Stacy. And Luann is really monitoring that lava lamp. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, look, it's moving.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually. So I think it's 2.5 hours. If you see me leave a meeting 2.5 hours before the show, it's to make sure that the lava lamp is working. These are the things that are really important, you know? Elena said, is Dallas sold out? I'll have to see. Elena, check, because I think there's still some spots there. So please check on that one. I think there's, actually, Jason is going to.
I will.
Doesn't he look like Anderson Cooper over here? My co-anchor.
Bear with.
Yeah, bear with. He's going to check it out. I like that. And you could fact check about Tyler, Texas. Is it? No. Let's see.
Were we asking about Dallas or Houston?
Dallas. And is it Houston or Houston? Houston.
What?
Houston. It's OU. It's Houston in New York.
But it's in You are Texas challenged today.
First
of all, Texas is a state.
I do know that.
It, to my knowledge, called Houston.
I know, but it's got the OU in it. But in New York, it's pronounced
Well, we're not
Houston.
going to New York.
No, but I know, but I'm just saying. All right.
It looks like there are, still a couple of spots in Dallas.
Okay, very good. Get on over there.
There's just a couple left.
Yeah.
So.
And Lacey is asking if Chicago is still happening. Chicago is not happening. Unfortunately, we were not able to get. We had the date and everything, and we were not able to make it work out. But we will be coming to Chicago at some point. So please, if you can come on over to Nashville. Oh, well, that one's. Come on over to DC. Sorry. I know where Texas is, and okay. Anyway, let's see. So Andy said he's going to rub his face or face in it. He's got a spot at the Core Summit, so he is coming to the Core Summit. I cannot wait to see Andy. That is awesome. Let's see here. Angela's chiming in. Thank you, Angela. And Teresa said that this will be her first time at Travel Leaders Edge, and she also got in for core. Cannot wait.
Nice. Yep.
This is going to be so much fun. I'm
It's
even
gonna
more
be-
excited. You know, when you're in planning mode for so long,
Yeah.
it doesn't. We know it's going to happen, but it doesn't feel quite like real. And now that it's like right around the corner, that's really exciting.
Yep.
And then our Terry. So just so you know, Terry is the head of our enterprise accounts and has been with our company for a long, long time and started an agency in Texas back in 1985 in Fort Worth. But anyway, I would just like to say that Terry has proclaimed that he has been to every Edge meeting since 1990. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yes. Very impressive. And Tanya said, hello from Minnesota. Anyone going to the Minneapolis Roadshow? A lot of people are going to the Minneapolis Roadshow.
For sure.
And Terry is saying, come on to the Dallas-Fort Worth Roadshow. You will love the Stockyards Hotel. The bar seats are saddles. Did I tell you this?
No.
Okay. So again, our Angela she was like, I'm going to find cool hotels for every single roadshow. And fortunately, we have some team members in Texas, which is a state.
Yeah, girl.
And and so she comes up with these couple, and then she reaches out to Terry and she says, what about this place called Stockyards? And he said, oh my gosh, I have always wanted to go to have an event there. And then Velma was saying the same thing. And yeah, so it is apparently quite the experience.
I am so excited.
Yeah. So bar seats are saddles. If you don't think we're gonna blow up Instagram with a bunch of photos, that is definitely gonna happen. All right, let's see.
April 18th.
April 18th. Guess.
Saddle bar stools.
April 18th. This is okay. And then the
Am I
one
reading
before that's
correctly?
in Houston. Houston.
Houston.
Houston.
Houston.
And my birthday is April 16th. So I'm going to be like J-Lo. She celebrated her birthday all year long. I'm that whole week while we are
birthday
in
week, huh?
Houston, and Dallas-Fort Worth, and Seattle. It's going to be birthday week for me. Man, so there's a lot more chat going on, but I want to make sure, and sometimes we do headlines, but I
Yeah.
don't know if you had time to do headlines.
I have a couple things, and the headlines when we do headlines, it's not always the most serious, hard-hitting stories. We try to find some headlines that are
Yes.
somewhat entertaining and
Yes.
kind of interesting.
You
So
don't
let me-
come here for hard-hitting
like
news.
this-
That's not.
This is not meant to be the full recap of the headlines.
Yeah, do you think that people have actually tuned in and been like, that's all the news in the travel industry is what Jason's done in the headlines?
I know, I don't. think so. Okay, but this one, the first one, I was so excited to see.
Okay.
So you go on a cruise, right? You've been on cruises, and for forever, they would slide the little schedule events for the next day under your door at night.
Yes.
Or they'd have it propped up on the bed next to the towel, elephant that they made, or the towel origami.
Yeah.
And then, gone. Everything's on an app.
Yeah.
Got to use your phone.
Yeah.
I
You
do
don't
not
like that?
I love technology, right? I mean, I do.
Yeah, he does. He does.
But there's something about the daily program when you come back from dinner or the show or whatever you're doing, you just want to see what's happening. Well, thank the Lord, Carnival Cruise Line is bringing back the daily paper program. Let's all say a collective prayer that this
Yeah,
trend
girl.
catches fire and returns to all cruise lines.
So,
So that's one story.
I'm just thinking about sustainability and all these things that the cruise lines are
I
trying to do.
gotta know when my bingo is, Joshua.
Yep, I do. The thing
tell-
is you're right.
Am I right?
You're 100% right, because that piece of paper it is, and if you stack them or if somebody's tidied it up, you're like, where's the right
Where'd it
day?
go?
Where's the right day?
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll give you
Look,
that.
you want to give me a digital boarding pass? Fine, great,
Yep.
no problem. You want to give me
A
a
wayfinder.
digital whatever you want. Pretty much anything but that. I don't know why. Like, my father, right? So he gets the Wall Street Journal. Right?
Okay.
And it's the paper copy. And he'll go out of town for, a business trip or this or that. And he lives next door to me. And he says, do you want my paper while I'm gone? Like he's found like this treasure that he's handing me. I'm like, no, I don't want your paper. Like, I'll pick it up for you and throw it away. But like, I don't let's not act like you're doing me the favor in this transaction here, right?
I
So,
grant you the
yeah,
knowledge
I'll
of the Wall
give you-
Street Journal.
Oh, I get your wet paper that's been sitting in the rain. I gotta go walk out to the end of your driveway. So, yes, digital everything fine, not the daily program.
Okay, well, if Carnival's doing it, I have a feeling there's quite a few brands that will follow suit.
Now, okay, so here's one other thing,
Okay.
and maybe I'm off base about the daily program on paper, but I think I have some supporters out there. Royal Caribbean, so they've been making some changes to their menu,
Okay.
right? And for a lot of years, as long as I can remember, you could order something not on the menu.
So, Jason, I
Yeah.
did my first cruise in 2017.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I could order something that wasn't on the menu. So, what's
You
about to
can,
happen?
But not no mo.
Oh.
So Royal is saying that they've made some changes to their menus, and you are no longer allowed to order off menu. You can ask for, unless you have an allergy or diet restriction. Now,
Okay.
open the floods of, I have an allergy or diet restriction, though I'm feeling they might give you something not very appetizing to accommodate that. But they said you can ask for something, on the side, or you don't want something on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I think they have some light substitutions, like you can sub the veggies for the French fries or whatever.
Okay.
Right? But, if you don't like the selections,
Interesting.
too bad, so sad. So that's interesting, I mean, we're in a world where we're trying to get increased efficiency and economy, and it's just I'd be curious to see what the guest reaction is to that.
Yeah,
Maybe it's no big deal, but-
I'm curious about that because every time I've gone, because I do love Royal Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I'm not a picky eater. I really just want to make sure that there's like an apple cinnamon ice creamy type thing for dessert.
Oh, that doesn't sound picky at all.
Yeah, no, well, but I mean most
Only an
places
apple
do.
cinnamony ice
Yeah,
cream
like I
thing.
want like apple pie, apple tart, apple crumble. I want something like that.
Something of the apple cinnamon
Yeah,
variety.
I don't want like mousse. That is not my thing.
Okay.
So anyway, I think we'll see.
Okay.
I bet you the next time I do it, I'll be like, I don't want any of these items.
Uh-huh.
Oh. But do you have something else? You look like you're
So Venice, Italy, right? We're seeing
country.
It's not a country.
Well, Italy is.
Italy is. So not Venice Beach, not Venice, Florida, or Venice, California.
Okay.
Venice, Italy. Some of the canals are drying up.
Yes.
Right? And
Yeah.
it's because the tide. They're having some tidal issues. So I'm curious. So you read these reports, and sometimes you don't know. Okay, is this the media sensationalizing things, or is this a big deal? Like, right? So is this one or two little side canals that are kind of dry for like a week, or I know it's not the Grand Canal, but curious to hear from our audience any first-hand or even second-hand reports of what the extent of this really is. So I know it's not supposed to be a permanent issue, but still I'm kind of curious. So that's not really a news. I want to hear from you. What's the deal?
So does that
Yeah.
mean like I've had this palatial home for a long time in Venice, and now I can just like
Then
walk
get out
across?
and walk. Yeah. Well, apparently it's an issue because the ambulance boats, I guess, use a lot of these
Oh,
side
I
canals.
never
So,
even thought about
yeah,
that.
I was reading, so that's a problem. And then lastly,
Okay.
just because, as you mentioned, we talk about Virgin all the time. They're opening a new, the first Virgin hotel in Manhattan.
Oh,
Is
really?
now open for business.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. I'm gonna have to look
Now,
that up because
Now, I'm not hip anymore.
Okay.
Maybe I wasn't ever. So it's opening in the Nomad District. I don't know where that is.
I don't think
North
it's
of Madison? Is that what it stands for?
I don't think it's near Houston.
So you don't know either.
No, I have no
Okay,
idea.
I feel a little better.
Yeah.
So someone tell me, where's the Nomad
Yeah.
District? Anyway,
North
so
of
Virgin
Madison.
Hotels, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right. Well, we are about at the end of our time. I hope you enjoyed some of this chit chat going on. I know I did. I wanted to tell everybody that last Friday, I shared this with you already, but on my way home from the studio, I got a flat tire, and nothing really kind of crushes your spirit like a flat tire. But fortunately, I pulled into a gas station and watched Netflix for an hour while I waited for the tow truck, and had Snickers, Cool Ranch Doritos, Pepsi, and gummy bears. That was my thing. So hopefully this tonight I don't have any issues. I might still get the Doritos. All right, so just letting you know what's coming up next week. On March 1st, busy day, generating leads with Agent Profiler. That is a webinar that Travel Leaders is going to be holding. That is at 11 o'clock on March 1st. And then Road Trips Sports Travel. That's luxury sports travel. There's going to be a presentation March 1st at 1. And then our Erica, our new education manager, is going to be with Lynn from NCL on the 2nd at 11 a.m. for all things NCL. I just spoke to Lynn today, and she's so excited to be with you guys again. So please tune in. NCL is a fantastic partner, and Lynn is so much fun. And this will be Erica's first time doing a webinar session in Travel Quest Network. Very excited.
You'll love her. She's
Yes,
great.
yes.
So
she's-
tune in, see what's happening with NCL. It'll be a good time.
Yes. All right. And Jason's phone is ringing off the hook because
know.
he is such a busy man. Thank you guys for tuning in live to the Weekly Chatter Live. Always a pleasure to have you here. And don't forget, wherever you're listening to us, watching us, whatever, please like, subscribe, get notifications because we want you to know when we're live. So until next time.
Have a great weekend, everybody.